That afternoon, my phone suddenly lit up a stark message, bare and unadorned, no commas, no periods, just blunt words cutting through the silence. Asterisk, every lock on the front entrance has been swapped. We've changed the gate's access code. You're no longer welcome. Asterisk, I stared at the screen for exactly 17 seconds. No anger surged, no confusion. Just a quiet acceptance settling deep inside me. The final unraveling of something I had long sensed but refused to face. I typed back simply, asterisk, received. Clever decision. But you forgot something crucial. Asterisk, then I navigated to the bank's website. Third entry down. Mortgage payment $5, 879.23. Status. Pending. With a calm hand, I click cancel. 3 days later, an email arrived, screaming urgency in its subject line. Asterisk, panic. Urgent property title problem. Respond AP. Asterisk, it was from their attorney. I didn't reply. There was no need. The house was mine again, and they had already vanished. Trust doesn't shatter in one explosive moment. It rots away slowly, like damp mold creeping beneath the surface of otherwise routine days. The first sign was a silence that settled between us. She stopped saying my name. Her hands were always busy, glued to her phone. Her kisses became mechanical, as if checking off an item on a to-do list. 2 weeks before the locks changed, I caught a reflection in a mirror. She was studying me, not with warmth, not with hesitation, but with a cold, detached scrutiny, like a stranger waiting for an unwelcome guest to leave. One night, I asked quietly, asterisk, is everything okay? Asterisk, her smile snapped into place too fast, too smooth, the kind that hides secrets. I let it slide outwardly, but inside, I began to watch closely. Her phone patterns, the way she locked her screen even in the bathroom, the extra minutes she lingered in the shower. And then there was the boy. Once, I had believed he was mine, those familiar brown eyes, that easy smile. But one day, the shape of his gaze felt wrong, too steady, too foreign. Once its seed of doubt is planted, it spreads venomously, tainting every laugh, every glance, every quiet moment. I waited until she was gone, then swabbed the inside of his cheek, while he was absorbed in cartoons, blissfully unaware. The DNA test promised results in 5 to 7 business days. I paid for rush delivery. Those nights, sleep slipped away like sand through my fingers. I lay beside her, tracing the rhythm of her breath, stunned by how perfectly she feigned calm. Mornings, she poured my coffee as usual, but I hadn't touched it in weeks, making my own instead. Then the email came. No paternal match identified. I read it 7 times, each word heavier than the last. No shouting, no confrontation, just a quiet, mechanical part of me shutting down. I opened the second file, call records, text exchanges, photos, GPS data. It wasn't just one betrayal. It was 3. A childhood friend, a co-worker, and most painfully, a man she once vowed to detest. I printed everything, no highlights, no annotations. Truth doesn't need decoration. It just needs to be seen. I placed the envelope on the kitchen counter. She returned home, heels clicking, polished smile in place. I gestured silently toward the papers. She opened them, leafed through, then came the stillness, the quick, uneven breaths. I can explain, she said. I raised a hand, not in anger, but in control. You don't need to. Her lip trembled, a rare crack in her armor, the first I'd seen in years. I didn't think you'd figured out, she whispered, the last honest thing she ever said to me. 2 days later, she left, took the boy, packed hastily. No arguments, no pleas. I sat still, calculating. She tried to claim the house, to tap into our joint equity. But I'd quietly refinanced months before, removing her name from the title, legally airtight. So she made her final move, replacing the locks, resetting the gate code, claiming a space that wasn't hers. But you can't lock someone out of a home they own outright. When I canceled the mortgage payment, the loan defaulted. The bank contacted the sole title holder, me, not her. Their lawyers' frantic emails went unanswered. By then, the locks didn't matter. The house was irrelevant. They'd already been locked out from my trust. They say betrayal burns like fire, but that's a lie. It's ice, sharp, unrelenting, cold. It takes hold when you stop pretending the person beside you is who you thought they were. I don't miss her. I don't hate her. I just remember her like frostbite, not for the pain, but for the numbness that follows and the lesson it carves deep into your soul.